why we should learn to speak in English. It is the lingua franca. It is the link language. It is the language that is used to go for higher studies, university education, professional courses, to conduct businesses, interstate businesses, international businesses, multinational companies. All these we need to learn good English. If you want to be an administrative officer, you want to go for the Group 1 UPSC examinations and serve as a high level officer, definitely you need to learn good English. Okay, forget about that. To share your ideas, we all have wonderful ideas with us. If we have to share them to a broader audience, we need good English. So English is taught as second language. It is not our mother tongue. English is not our mother tongue. But it is necessary as a tool. We have to use it as a skill. If you want to write an email, if you want to draft a letter, you need good language, you need good punctuation. In mother tongue, we learn the language unknowingly. Unknowingly is, people will correct if you speak something wrong in your early stage itself. Even when you are a toddler, when you start speaking, parents, they correct. Though it is not like that. You have to say it like this. You should not pronounce like that. You have to pronounce it this way. They say, and then we learn. That advantage we do not have for second language, because we don't speak second language at home. So how do we learn it? We teach it in school. We have a textbook, we have a course book. But we know what happens with that. Many times that is a scary experience for students. Many times I ask in the classroom, after explanation we ask them, can you give an example? Students go blank. Most of the students go blank. One or two students, they try. They say well. Sometimes I'll be very surprised to get beautiful sentences from the students. I am full of admiration. I wonder what student, 12-year-old, 13-year-old, 14-year-old came up with such a beautiful example. Some students, they are gifted like that. But most of the students, they have to learn. Right? So how do we do that? How do we remove the scare, the fright out of them? Of course, there is a totally different topic. Encourage, maintain a very conducive atmosphere, a fearless atmosphere. That's a different topic. Otherwise, till you get comfortable, what can you do? How can you learn? Once you realize to put an effort, everything is learnt only with the realization. Otherwise, no learning happens. Whatever sort of learning doesn't happen unless you realize the importance of that. And if somebody didn't realize the importance of it, if it is not necessary for you, it's okay. Right? See, suppose like you chose to be a teacher of your own mother tongue, a professor of your own mother tongue, a writer in your own mother tongue, a speaker in your own mother tongue. No need to learn English, definitely not. There are advantages of learning it, but it is not necessary. But if you are looking for any other career, any other pursuit, any pursuit, you want to be a writer, author, I am talking about freelancing, right? See, if you want to be on your own, a content creator, of any other thing, if you want to reach a wider, larger audience, definitely you have to learn English. So how can you motivate yourself to learn good English? For everyone who ever realizes the importance of learning English, and I encourage everybody to learn English. I encourage everyone, because it is the window of the world. English is the window, it opens doors, and there are wider, very significant possibilities of learning, sharing knowledge. So I encourage everyone. So the first method is to listen. See, whenever we say learn English, what usually a second language learner, what comes to his mind is grammar, and then that shuts his mind. Grammar, rules, now don't tell me to learn all these things. My God, I don't know what this is. What are all these rules? What is parts of speech, sentences, transformation of sentences, and so on. So many things in the language. The focus is on that. Unfortunately, the focus is on that. But English is not at all about grammar. Right? Without grammar, we can learn. We can learn English, we can speak in English without grammar. But knowing it is very important. If you are a professional, if you have to write, or if you want to have a quality conversation, you need grammar. So for that, we have to learn grammar. But listen to the people speak. Listen to the news channels. Listen to English podcasts. Listen to the English talk shows. Very, very important. English talk shows. These are all different ways of listening. Earlier, people who were very much interested in learning language, they used to listen to BBC radio during that time, our parents' time, some 40 years back. And for you, 60 years or 70 years back, if you are a young learner. But I think most of you don't know a radio, that you have to turn it and then there is some stick kind of thing moving. I think you don't know about that. Nowadays, young learners. I think you don't even know a remote, a TV without a remote also you don't know. You'll be surprised to know that there used to be TVs where there is no remote, you have to get up and go and change it manually, right? So now listening like that, listening is one skill. Very important, you have to learn. Then speaking. Now also no reading grammar even now. You can listen and you can imitate. If you are starting it very young. Right? Speak. Speak to whom? So this is the biggest problem what we have as second language learners, and particularly if you are from a town, right? If you are not in a city, if you are a town is a cosmopolitan place, a metropolitan place, people from different areas, they come. Basically, there are so many professionals who are already trained, learned, coming to work for companies, like, no, so there is no problem. You can find a English speaker where you can exchange or maintain a conversation. But in towns particularly, what can people do is a big challenge. So I advise you to search for a speaking partner and speak with them, a speaking partner, or speak to yourself. I know what it is, I know what I am saying, speak to yourself. But if you are really interested in learning the language, you have to speak to yourself, or speak to video, make a video of yourself speaking, and then you check how you are speaking. That is one way. So listen, speak. And now comes reading. Reading, fortunately, if you are going to a good school, right? If you are going to a good school, an English speaking atmosphere is maintained. Like in St. John's English Medium School, English speaking atmosphere is maintained. You are lucky if you are going there. And if you are going to a good school, you are taught how to read. You are taught how to read with punctuation, how to modulate your voice if it's a question, how to do that. If it's an exclamation, how to do that. If it's a good school, you will learn that. But otherwise, please read a book. Comic books. Earlier there used to be something called Amar Chitra Katha, right? They are the only illustrated, caricatured books where dialogues are put in dialogue boxes. They both have a conversation. Very good books. And later started Tinkle and something like that. Tinkle, right now they have these series. And then Archie's, they used to have books, Archie's books. That is for teenagers or something like that. So read, or novels of your choice. See, if you are a young learner, if you are a young reader, Enid Blyton. Enid Blyton is a children's writer. Beautiful books. And sometimes your textbooks also, like Uncle Tom's Cabin, Tom Sawyer, Huckleberry Finn, beautiful books, right? So you can read the stories. Sindbad the sailor, right? You can read so many books. And then writing. This requires effort, right? So this is where something you do, you decide to do. Otherwise, it doesn't work at all. So if you want to learn language, after you read, you can write some sentences, or make it a practice, a habit to write. Read at a particular time, write at a particular time. But if you are going to learn, this is a conscious effort. This learning should happen with awareness. Otherwise, you are never going to learn English language, good language. And the more you learn, see, there are stages. There is a beginner stage, there is an intermediate stage, and there is an advanced stage of speaking a language. So what those stages are, I will do it in another video. What is a beginner stage? What is the intermediate stage? What is an advanced stage of learning a language? We shall talk it in some other video. But please get started. And also, yes, grammar too, you have to take notice of it. Because you need to, when you are writing, or if you want to make meaningful sentences other than simple sentence, right? You need to know the syntax, how to arrange the words into a sentence. You need to know that. And this requires dedication. And let me tell you one thing. Learning language doesn't come easy. It requires hard work. See, if you want to build a muscle, what do you need to do? You need to go to the gym. And you have to work with the weights. And it takes time. It is not easy. It is not in 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, you will not get results. If you want a good shape of your body, if you want to get good muscles, it's going to take an year at least, is it not? Right? See, first of all, you have to get rid of the fat, the flab. So let us, first of all, we have to identify our mistakes and get rid of them, unlearn. And then learn, then start building up. And take proper nutrition, vocabulary. Let us say proper nutrition for us is good vocabulary, good grammar, right? The syntax, and practicing all these things. Without that, without dedication, without hard work, this is the word which you don't want to hear, is it not? Hard work. Right, you might have heard, no pain, no gain. If you are going to gain something, definitely there is going to be pain behind that. Otherwise, you are not going to get. So, please listen to whatever medium you have, listen to that. Speak, read comic books, novels, depending upon your age and your level of comprehending things. Accordingly, the standard of books can be like that. And write. Writing is very, very important, so that you can find your mistakes, round it off. If you don't know by yourself, you can ask somebody who have knowledge of it, suppose like your teacher or any other person at your home or your neighbor who can guide you with that. And also you can improvise on the words. That is how you learn a language. But first of all, and the last also, what I would want to tell you is, this is work. Learning English is work, hard work, and please don't hesitate to put that work to be a good speaker. See you all in my next video, and good day to everyone.